giving our praises to Yahweh Hashem, Yahushai Hashem, Charakah, Quadash, double honors to our elders and our apostles of Great Millstone, and salutes to the sincere elect out there. Keep on pushing. So this flashed up on the news. You're not hearing much about that. Yeah, I just deleted the fly. 1 second. So they just flashed this on the news, and I said, all right, you're hearing about the Hinta virus, and this one's going under the radar, Ebola virus, and I remember this. How many? And I just wanted to fact check something. How many were deleted from the last Ebola outbreak? Around 15,000 people have been deleted from the virus in African countries over the past 50 years. DR Congo deadliest outbreak was between 2018 and 2020, during which nearly 2,300 people was deleted. Last year, 45 people were deleted after an outbreak in a remote region. So they're just flashing this up, right? And we know this is prophecy. The devil goes around like a roaring lion seeking whom he may devour, pushing, literally giving it to people, right? Because we know what go on behind the scenes. This devil's about that mischief upon mischief upon mischief. As a matter of fact, let me pull up that one now. Mischief upon mischief, KJV Bible. Yep. So that's Proverbs 24 and 8. I believe it's also in Ezekiel. Let's pull it up right now. Proverbs 24 and 8. Going into the spirit. This devil walks around like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may be able to devour. Alright, and I'll be watching, even on some of these movies, you see them sticking it to going over in Africa, the missionaries traveling around. It's either by their religion, or it's either indirect by their religion, or direct by their sword, right? And the modern day sword is the gun, and also the little thing that they love to stick people with, right? So here it is, Proverbs 24 verses 8. He that deceiveth to do evil shall be called a mischievous person. Yeah, because the whole world has been given unto the hand of the demons, the devil. And he walks around like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour by his cunning devices. Right? Now we've got the AI, and he still uses the old-fashioned way. If he can fool you, if he can get away with it via his little sword, right? And all the pharmaceutical little tricks he can deceive you with, right? Via his friendliness, right? Proverbs 24 and 8 again. He that deceiveth to do evil shall be called a mischievous person. The fault of the foolishness is sin, and the scorner is an abomination to men. All right, let me see if I find the other one. He's about that mischief. I think it might be Ezekiel 7. Let me find that. Mischief upon mischief, Ezekiel Bible. Yep, Ezekiel 7 and 26. Let me pull it up while it's fresh in the mind. Ezekiel 7 and 26. This devil don't rest unless he causes others to stumble, man. That's is that Micah 2? Right, so Ezekiel 7 and 25. The destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. Right, this is going on. This is what's going on. This is a worldwide. It's gonna be worldwide, no doubt. This is a pandemic. How many people have been deleted so far? Ezekiel 7 and 25 again. Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. Mischief shall come upon mischief, and rumor shall be upon rumor. Then shall they seek a vision of the prophets, but the law shall perish from the priest, and the counsel from the ancient. Yeah, Most High been sending out his priests, his prophets, daily getting up morning after morning after morning and warning you what's coming upon the earth. This one is, they're trying to make this one slide under the radar over there. Yeah, so the agency said the outbreak in DR Congo, Eastern province, which has seen around 246 suspected cases and 80 deleted. I believe there's more since then. So far, I believe it's risen since then. Does not meet the criteria of the pandemic emergency. Oh, that's what they're saying. But now it does. It does now. It's a pandemic, an epidemic. I remember with the outbreak, right, around 2018. I believe there was one a bit earlier than that. Yeah, let's watch the video because I believe they go into that too. Let's check out one of these TikTok videos here. May give us some more information.
The World Health Organization has declared a global health emergency over an Ebola breakout in the Democratic Republic of Congo and Uganda. At least 80 suspected deaths, 8 laboratory confirmed cases, and 246 suspected cases were reported as of Saturday by the UN Health Agency. The outbreak is a rare strain of Ebola, which has no approved virus-specific therapeutics or vaccines, according to the WHO. Given the high positivity rate found in initial samples and an increasing number of suspected cases, the WHO says the outbreak could be much larger. It is the 17th outbreak in the DRC since Ebola was first identified in 1976. This comes around 5 months after the last.
It goes all the way back to 1976. So they've been letting loose. Anytime they get an opportunity, the devil, he goes over there with his missionaries, usually a white man or a white woman, so-called white man or white woman in an apron, looking like, and they welcome them. They think that they're God's gift to humanity. Little do they know, they're the angels of death. They're the angels of death. So this is nothing new right here.
Ebola outbreak in the DRC caused 45 deaths. The Ebola virus is highly contagious and can be contracted through bodily fluids such as vomit, blood, or semen. The disease it causes is rare but severe and often fatal.
Right? So, and they put it down.
The organization has declared
and they try to make out as if these people are very promiscuous and they just don't, the men are promiscuous and they go around and they spread disease. No, it's you, devils. You go over there with your needle, your angels of death. Right? The scriptures don't tell us about you. This man doesn't sleep unless it causes others to stumble or as a matter of fact, let's hit that one as well. And then we're going to come back to 2nd Ezra 15. Micah. Get the dust off that one. Micah. So yeah, that's it. Micah 2 and verse 1 says, Woe unto them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands. Yep. Yeah, it's all about greed. Greed with them. What they done to the so-called Native American Indians with the TB blankets and the smallpox blankets, because they was coveting their land and their lifestyle, right? And that's what they did, right? They massacred people. They've done that ever since they've been on the earth. That's why they called another word for them is the harbingers of death. They love blood. They love to pursue blood. But as we know, Ezekiel 35 said, you love blood so much, blood gonna follow you, gonna pursue you. They covet fields, they take them by violence, and houses, and take them away, so that they oppress the man and his house, and even a man and his heritage. Yep. So, woe upon them. Woe means destruction. Going back to verse 1. Woe means destruction. Yeah, you devise iniquity. You work iniquity upon your bed. Right? Once you got it made, mind you're made up, next day you go out and you pursue it. Pursue blood with your angels of death, your missionaries that you send out all over the world. Yeah, in various different religions, Catholics, um, Jehovah's Witnesses, what's the other ones? One of the main ones is the Catholics. Oh, the Mormons. There's a documentary now about the Mormons. You're doing the same thing today, but now you've updated it. You're using a lot of women. You're sending a lot of women out there now to make it seem friendly, to appear friendly, and you have to do 50. What was it? Send out 50 videos a day. Now you're doing it via AI and the technology, the social media, and you just updated your traps now using AI and technology. Yeah, the Mormons, the documentary on them. So the women are just as promiscuous, and they're using the women, sending the women out there, and you can imagine all the um, adultery that be going on, right, in these religions, because they're sending women out there. Women are just lustful and they're based on emotion. So that's what they've that's what how they've now um updated their ways of capturing people. We know the needle is always they're always gonna be using the needle, but religion is a powerful weapon that they have in their possession as well, and they use religion, right? That's one of the unclean flogs over there in Spain, um, the Vatican. Yeah, one of the unclean flogs, false religion, um, the false prophets. So woe unto them. So woe means destruction, who devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Yeah, they're making use of their modern day weapon, the sword, right? Via the needle, via religion, various different means. Now AI technology. So let me hit the last one just to make the point, because I wanted to touch this because they're trying to make this slide under the radar. Right, it's right now. It's a pandemic over there in Congo. It's probably become worldwide, if that's their goal. But anyway, let's hit the scripture. It's gonna break it down. So we want second Ezra and 15, straight to the point. Second Ezra 15. Let's hit 3. Matter of fact, let's go from the top. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people and the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. Yep, and cause them to be written. Yep, so this is prophecy, and it's unraveling just nicely for the Most High. And for the time we're living in, this is the time of Jacob's trouble, apostates, sellouts, and agents, and everything's now is being exposed, right? Set up nicely, right? Via the MOTB, we know what's breaking news. We've happened with King Charles, with now making the electronic ID, right? This is going to be an app on your phone, right? Digital ID, right? This is one step closer to the MOTB. It's not the MOTB, it's not the mark of the beast, but it's one step closer. And they wanted to use him. He wasn't happy. He wasn't even comfortable. He's like he's just like a puppet fulfilling the left hand side will of the shadow government and the Most High. But they're using him because a lot of people look to the monarchy. Oh, now it's the king now. So yeah, well, the Most High used him to shake up a lot of people. Now it's the king that said it now. So pay attention. We don't business about the so-called king. We know why they snuck up in there and stole that, the monarchy, but it's just to let people see, yeah, it's serious. And it's the Most High's puppet that he's using. His left-hand side sword. So now it's official. It was already official because the scriptures don't tell us already. But it's now for you, unbelievers, Anyway, let the scriptures go and break it down. I shall cause them to be written. So yeah, put it in my mouth, saith the Lord. I shall cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Yeah, the Bible, the volume of the book, done tell us already. Here it is. For fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Yeah, you scoffers now, by the way, you fell by the wayside. A lot of you ain't talking so much no more, right? A lot of you ninjas, men and women, you're not talking so much now. And if you do speak, right, it's all behind the keyboard warriors. Not you ain't got much to say, right? And you way out of the loop because there's nothing really to say. Yep. For fear not the imagination against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the faithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Yep. This is what the Most High is telling them, warning them. You should have listened. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. That's why we're seeing the Ebola is back. It's back. The Ebola is back. Right? To fulfill the Most High's will. It's a plague of the Most High, as it's saying there. I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, deletion, destruction, for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Right? There you have it, Akim. There you have it. Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more. Right? Because yeah, there's still time for you. But that time is coming. That's why the Most High is releasing or letting the left hand sword, the so-called white man, his left hand sword, release all these things that have been keeping in his chemists, you know, in his science. He's been keeping them right bottled, and you know his venom. You might say his venom. He's been keeping them held them back until the Most High says, "Nah, we release it." Because it's about that time, right? The devil's releasing it. All these things that he's been holding for years, right? And every now and then he just brings them out, right? His venom, the devil, because the devil or the serpent has venom. You know what I mean? He's a serpent and he has venomous venom. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more, as touching the wickedness which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them. A lot of them are just 2/3, and Goyim nations that don't respect the prophets. They've come against the prophets. They've come against the truth. So the Master he's let the sword, he's let out the kraken. Yep, touching their wickedness which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and the righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. But as we know, you devils are out there. What you roll out, a stole that you roll upon people, the trap that you set, you yourself shall fall into it, but he's saving you devils till last. So, Ebola is back. It's back. One of the most sized left-hand side plagues is being released in the earth. So, to be continued until the next time. We out.